What's up, everybody? Today we are at Cranberry Creek Gardens in Delhi. Brad and Christine are gonna get married in, about an hour and a half. In today's episode, we're gonna talk about the conversations you should be having with vendors when you arrive on site. We're gonna talk to the photographer, we're gonna talk to the DJ, the planner, make sure we're all on the exact same page, have the same details to ensure the day goes smoothly. Stick around, we're gonna do it right now. I think I split my pants. Look, you're never leaving home without this thing here. Come take a look.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Certified cold, one for you, one for me. All right, we're all set, let's go. Dude, how are you doing? How you feeling, good? Yeah, good. All right.
Feel good, looking good.
You are.
Try it.
Just in case, I don't know if you actually need one or not, but thank you.
You're welcome. Bell books.
Cheers. One of the most important people you're gonna wanna connect with on the day of is the planner. Today, it's Ali from Maeck Weddings. A little biased, she's pretty great. I'm gonna ask her a couple quick clarifying questions about the ceremony. First thing I wanna know is, how's everything going? How are they doing? Give me a quick rundown.
Sure, yeah. So today's been great. It's a beautiful day. Vibes have been amazing. They've had a first look, so they have seen each other, which does take some stress off of us on the day, just because now we don't have to worry about hiding everybody on the property. We're in photos right now, about to go into family photos before we get ready for the ceremony.
Cool. And they're feeling pretty excited.
They're so pumped.
They're doing good?
Yeah, they're amazing. So they're having a great time. They've got a little guy named Bowen, and he is just getting dressed right now. So cute. So awesome. Yeah, you'll see little ones running around today.
Processional-wise,
yeah.
Are you gonna be queuing everybody when they're coming in?
For sure. So these people actually did not do a rehearsal. Okay. So this morning I've actually taken everybody to go figure out their spot so they all know what's going on. I'll be queuing the processional. They do have a longer walk, so I've shown everybody where they will be. Okay. Beforehand, you and I get to connect, so I know any announcements and things that you're going to be making. So then when the music starts, I've got the right person in line and I will send them all down the aisle and I'll let you do the rest.
Perfect, that sounds great. I'm gonna do an announcement at the beginning of the ceremony before the formal processional.
Perfect.
Once that's done, we can go ahead and queue everybody after that. Does that seem okay?
Amazing.
Is there anything special that I should know about today or about the processional or anything that's unique or different?
Yeah, absolutely. So today we actually have the grandfather of the bride walking her down the aisle, which will be really nice. He's so cute. I was already chatting with him, but he's actually going to be starting at the back where the chairs kind of start. So he won't be there for the whole walk down the aisle. So I just don't want you to think that we missed anything. He's coming, he's gonna join her and then walk her the rest of the way down the aisle.
Their little one, Bowen, is he going to be with us during the ceremony? Is he gonna be seated in the front row? Who's looking after him?
Yeah, so kids, gotta love it. We will be having him going down the aisle, but he will be sitting with Brad's parents. So they have also told me that if he decides to get up and join, we will have Bowen up there with
Perfect,
you.
I love that. Yeah, that'll be great. Okay, that'll be perfect. On this segment, we like to rate tables.
Rate that table.
And today we've got this high top table. We're gonna give it a little wiggle and just see how it stands up. I'm gonna give that a 1.3. That one's not very good.
I've done better from IKEA.
I think this is
Okay, I gotta go.
Sometimes you show up to a ceremony and the photographer's tied up doing photos with the couple. This is Alex of Lovely Sparrow. He's awesome. I've worked with him a ton. I'm not really concerned about it, but I'm gonna check in with him just before the ceremony gets started. And we're gonna go through to make sure there's no special cues or anything I need to know about. And I'll convey some of the most important parts of the ceremony to him. So I'll connect with him right before we get started. Okay, we're hanging out with Kaylee, the venue manager here at Cranberry Creek. What I want to do is I want to talk to her a little bit about the property itself, some of the logistics, make sure I understand it properly. At the end of the ceremony, they told me that they're doing cocktail hour right after. Where should I direct the guests to?
Yeah, so it's actually this brand new building here, our brand new pavilion, So this is just built this past winter. So this is where they mingle and have cocktail hour, and then just behind me here is where our bar is served out as well. So they kind of get to have that nice little mingling space.
Okay, and it's beautiful out today, obviously. Plan B, where are we going?
Plan B is inside the chapel there. Okay. So we do make that call quicker than normal, and we set that all up, and you're inside the beautiful chapel. The chapel itself was actually built in 1881 from a small town local to this area called St. Williams. And then it was going to be demoed and sold. So the old owner of Cranberry Creek bought it and brought the entire church in one go here. Big spectacle in Norfolk County. And it's been here since, and now we run beautiful ceremonies and weddings here, and it's just a nice little piece of history that we get to keep, which is a great plus for the Norfolk County area.
Kaylee, I'm not making this up, but have there not been some movies filmed here too?
In the tall grass, Glass was the horror film that was filmed here. They took a video of our chapel and then they edited it into their little middle center of that movie there. So a little bit of a horror side to Cranberry Creek Gardens, but not bad.
Whenever you get to a new venue, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is check out the ceremony space and look for any obstacles or any surprises. You wanna make sure you're ahead of all those things. Now, obviously we're outdoor today. The sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. One of the things that I love to make sure that I'm doing for outdoor weddings is I keep it really tight. We don't want people sitting in the sun too long. We don't want grandma and grandpa spending more time in the sun than they have to. So I actually don't like to seat them until we're just about to get started with the ceremony. They're normally the last people that I'll have grab a seat. You also don't want people sitting in the sun for too long because then they're just not very happy when they're sitting there. And I want them to be in a good mood when I start the ceremony. And if they've been sitting there for 45 minutes beforehand, that's not a great way to start a ceremony. So that's a tip for you. You're also going to want to pay attention to things like in this space, there's 3 steps to actually get up to where we're standing. And you're gonna want to talk to the couple about that. So as the bride's walking down the aisle, Brad is gonna take those few steps down. He's going to meet her there, give her grandpa a big hug, and then he's gonna grab her hand. They're gonna walk up slowly together up to the top. They're gonna take their time being mindful of her dress, the train, to make sure that she doesn't trip over it. I'm here with Ben from Black Creek. He's the DJ for today's wedding. We're gonna go over some of the details that I like to confirm with them to make sure we're on the same page and I understand the cues properly. Ben, let's go through the processional really quick if that's okay. We've got myself, I'm gonna head up to the front, do a quick announcement. Once that announcement is done, the formal side of the processional will start. And then from there, what does that look like?
Right off the top, the mother, the groom, and the groom are going to be coming down the aisle to their own song. And then there's going to be one transition in there to go into a medley of a bunch of lovely friend songs. The 4 pairs come down of bridesmaid, groomsmen together. Okay. At the very end, there's going to be their son as the ring bearer. And then Flower Girl is going to follow that right up. And then at that point, it's going to change over for her song. And then she is going to have her moment to walk down.
Perfect. So we've got a song for Brad and his mom.
Yeah.
We've got a medley of songs for the wedding party, the ring bearer, and the flower girl.
Yep.
And then we've got a 3rd song for her and her grandpa.
Yes.
I've actually brought my own gear. I'm gonna get it set up here so I won't need a microphone for the ceremony. You guys will just be on music, so nice and easy for you guys.
Perfect. So as far as placement goes, where do you want to place your speaker to get the best sound out here?
I think what I wanna do is I wanna keep it at the front right. I like to keep it on the opposite side of the signing table so it's not really in any photos.
Okay.
And I think if I put it on top of the deck there, it's gonna be a little bit of a distraction in some of those photos.
Is great. Do you need power?
No, it's completely wireless, which is great too.
Excellent.
Yeah, I won't need
amazing.
it. No, yeah, great question. I won't need any power. It's ready to rock. I'll get it set up right now and do a quick test.
Perfect. Awesome. And then I'll match my music to your mic volume, so we're all good there.
Check, check, check. Hey, check.
Do you have any closing remarks for their ceremony? How are you going to be declaring them back down the aisle?
What I like to do is I will say, hey, why don't you go ahead and kiss? They kiss, and then I just present them to their guests. I'll say, family and friends, why don't you go ahead and stand, and I'll present them at that point.
Perfect. So for their recessional song, there's a little bit of a build-up in it. So what we'll do is as they kiss, I'll start to bring it in. So by the time you're presenting them, it'll be at the full force moment for them to come back down and be greeted by all the guests.
Beautiful. Man, that sounds perfect. Okay,
Awesome.
Sweet, man. Thank
Let's
you.
do it.
Okay, cool.
I'm Ben here with Black Creek Music. We are the in-house DJ here at Cranberry Creek, as long as many other beautiful venues in the Norfolk County area. Please check us out at Black Creek Music DJ, and we'd be happy to be a part of your special day.
How good is this guy? Hey, look at that. Freaking one take. That was the whole thing one take. Oh my gosh. Why did they give it to me like a scroll? Like it's like, here you are, sir. There we go. Man, Christine was born just before the Jays won their first World Series. Joe Carter, what's up? Just walk it off.
Blue Jays win it! The Blue Jays are World Series champions!
We've got the wedding parties are all lined up, ready to go over here. They're hanging out with the planner and the venue coordinator as well. Just chatted with the DJ, they're lined up. It's kind of like a play, right? I mean, you got all these people doing different jobs and you want to make sure they're all on the same page, they're all being cued properly. And our job is kind of to bounce between it all and make sure it's all going to go smoothly. I like to take a pretty big role in the ceremony and making sure that all the main people know exactly what's going on and just to be as helpful as possible too. I think I've probably got some time that I can talk to the photographer right now, just make sure we know exactly what to expect and I can answer any questions that they might have for me. If you've never worked with a photographer or it's the first time you're connecting with them, make sure to go through all those details about when the most important things are happening. Alex and his team were shooting right up until the beginning of the ceremony, so we didn't have a chance to connect, but we've worked together a million times. He knows all the details. He knows I'm gonna be out of the way for the first kiss, out of the way for the signing. Why don't you go ahead and kiss? That's what everyone's waiting for anyway. Go ahead, you two. I love that you're loving this content. And hey, if you're looking for more ways to up your officiating game, I literally just finished a course on how to level up and how to write amazing and memorable ceremonies that guests and couples are going to love. You can see all the details on how to purchase it in the description. I think that went pretty well.
I'm serious about it.
Think I'm not?
I'm not kidding.
Me too.
Everyone survived. It's a little toasty up there. When things are that hot, you kind of want to keep it moving a little bit. Before I take off from any ceremony, I want to do a couple different things. One, I want to be helpful to the staff here. So if they need a hand moving chairs, picking stuff up, I want to do that for them. I'm going to take down my gear, make sure the license is filled out, take the record of solemnization, put it in the card box, and then I'm going to check in with the other vendors and see if they need a hand with anything. They've been working for most of the day at this point. It's nice to offer them a drink or a hand or whatever they might need. And then I'm going to check in with the couple. I'm going to give them a big hug, congratulate them, I'm gonna say bye, and that's it. And then our job is done, and we leave, and they head into cocktail hour, into photos, and they just enjoy the rest of the night. It's a pretty cool thing. Nice work up there. Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
You killed it. You're great.
Honestly, I mean, I public speak a lot.
Yeah.
The whole time, Christine's like, you should try to do what Jeff does. I'm like, first off, I can't do what Jeff does.
Yeah, you can. Of course you can. What do you mean you can?
Like you.
What do you mean like me? It doesn't matter like me.
I could have the personality and everything. But I thought about it.
You should do it.
I thought about it.
You know that I can license you to do it, right?
Yes, we've talked about this.
Done. We'll get this guy licensed up. Let's start doing weddings. He'd kill it at it. He'd be so great.
He would for sure. Yeah, we talked about it. I was like,
If you're anything like Brad here and feel like you could bring some personality to a wedding ceremony, I want to show you some of the tricks of the trade that I've learned from delivering over 1,500 ceremonies. Sign up for my course, Deliver Better Ceremonies, in the description below. You guys were awesome up there. You killed it. The vows were amazing. So good. I'll get out of your way. I put the record of solemnization in the card box. Your vow books are in there as well. Thanks, Brad. All right. They're happy. I'm happy. Let's go. Before we go, one more thing. Did you like some of the stuff you saw? Of course you did. You're smart. You love it. We just dropped the course. You can go ahead and sign up for it below. Hit that link. Check it out. There's way more content just like this. Oh, I forgot to turn this thing on. It's going to be so hot in here. Damn it.